Welcome to ForexCSTrading.com. Now we're gonna talk about data publication, economic calendar. There are a few things you need to know about the Forex market economic calendar. First thing, what do you need to know whenever you're a long-term trader or you are day trader, what is especially important when you're doing the trades during the day, when there's a lot of trading and watching of the market involved. You need to know what kind of data goes during the day, what kind of data reveals what is important, and what part of the world impact with this data the most. You see here on forexfactory.com we got full economic calendar for whole week. We can see what kind of indicators we will be shown during the week, during the specific days. Most likely we're gonna take a look at those red small factories you see right here, because those are the most important, that they have some impact on the market. Some of them you will see in live market that is changing. Some of them will just leave it unchanged. Most likely most of the yellow and orange indicators data will stay off the market movement, so it won't be moving the market, but some of them might be very different than forecast. Then it might have some impact on the market. So first, you need to know what time of the day the red data is coming out. You need to know more or less what is the forecast, and most important, you need to know what time do they come up and what is the actual number. So what we are looking for at the data most of the time is the changes. When the actual data are very different than forecasts. One more thing about general about data, that most likely the data that have real impact on the market will be based in European, Great Britain pound, and will be most likely US data as well. Of course, if you are trading also Canadian, Aussie, and Kiwi, Japanese yen as well, other currencies, you will be involved with those publications as well. As far as you go, for example, with trading with Swissy, you're gonna watch for those data changing. But I'm staying most likely with Great Britain pound, with European data, and US, of course, as I'm trading the dollar in different pairs, so it is most important for me. But let's stay with the basics. Here we got actual data coming up at some hours. Here you got the actual hours that came up with some important news, but I'm in different time zone, so we are talking about Europe. As you see, most of the data, like 4 o'clock, will be about 10 a.m. 10 a.m. in US, really, so it is a different time for me and most of the American traders. And coming back to those data released, so we are looking at the data if they really change. So first thing, you need to know when they are coming up. Second thing, you need to know if they change much or not. But most important thing, it isn't really important what do they were or was or will be forecast. It is not important how they are really different from the market expectation. Here we got some situation, let's say that it was 1.6 forecasted, and here we got 2.5%. It is some difference. It's not dramatic, but it's a big difference, I think. And we got a situation where, for example, I will show you in live market yesterday how was it when at 10 a.m. 4 hour p.m. In Europe, the market released data a little or much worse than expected. Um, I've seen more data that were different from the expectation. I mean, this difference is a lot. Over 300,000 new home sales was expected, and here we got more than 250,000. So it is a huge difference, but I think we've seen worse. Anyway, here we got example of some difference that has impact, but in the live market, you see this kind of difference here when there are few percent of the change. The difference we can expect when we watch live market. I mean, it can be visible. There might be also no difference with the market movement. So it is important just to watch the market, not the news, not making any trades based on the news or based what the market says is saying. Most important is the actual view, how market is behaving after data publication. So we need to watch this. I can't stress enough on this at this point. It is the most important. Sometimes it happens, very often it happens that some publication is very different than expected and nothing happens for many hours. It lasts for hours. I mean, some skepticism, and then the move shoot up or shoot down somewhere very aggressively. So it is really important to watch the publication time and to expect nothing. We just watch basically what the market do. It is not really important if the data was different or how much it was different. Of course, when there are situations when data is very much different, like here, or let's say the unemployment rate for US was expected about, I'm guessing right now, let's say the regular at this time would be 8%, but the actual data was released, I'm guessing again 12%, much more than we expected, about 50% more than 8%. Now we are talking about the huge difference. Then the market, even though it might be staying in the same level for some moment of time, after few hours or sometimes we have 80-90% of probability that market's gonna move dramatically. So it's not about the time that market moves, it's about the whether it moves or not. This kind of difference here also shows us that market's gonna move more or less, I mean more aggressively in 80-90%. That's what I'm saying. But those difference we see here when some forecast actual difference in percent is just 1-2%, where it's not so big difference. When we have not so important indicators here, I mean those orange and yellow ones, we can't really stress and rely on that. I also always say that before important data, most of traders, most of professionals come out of transaction. They finish the trades. They do not enter to the market because they think something is gonna happen or we expect more or less change. They do opposite way. They stay off the market. They go in the market after publication data. That's why sometimes we see them move before publication. But let's see at this, for example. This move right here, it was this part when the green candle arrives, and just before the publication data I've seen this price action moving forward. Here it was moving up and I was afraid because I was having the short positions, and I sold some here. I mean I took the profit from the short position because I was afraid of this move, and I was right because 4 o'clock the publication released the much worse data, and the price action show us we have some buyers coming into the market just for half an hour probably. So I was afraid of this move, and it is the example of the price movement going after publication in the same time. But sometimes it happens, it will be the price action will be doing nothing for an hour or two, or we're just gonna see the move when the US market is gonna close. As you know probably by now, European market is the first to open. It lasts for 8-9 hours, and then US market opens and lasts for another 8-9 hours. So we got here, the action was in the middle of the day, of the forex day, so we had like another 6-8 hours that we could make this move. We didn't have to do this at the same time as publication. So I think it is helpful that I told you to stay off the market before the publication, not to think about the publication, not to watch too much those numbers, what is it, how it has changed, unless it changed very dramatically. But even if the change is very sudden and aggressive, do not come into the market hoping it's gonna go some way. Just wait when the market shows you what direction will be moving, and with what kind of strong move we're gonna engage right now or in the future. That's what I'm saying. Just watch the market. Price action is gonna tell you what kind of data was released. It is so important to watch at the market, at price levels, at price movement behavior, not the calendar. That I could even say so much as you can just know what time the publication will be released, not knowing what kind of information it is released, or what are the actual numbers. So it would be the smart way just to ignore what kind of indicators, what kind of data is released, what kind of numbers are released. I can only watch the market, what is doing, and it is smart way to trade. It is smart way to learn, basically. If you want to learn something, watch the price action, not the economic calendar when the data is released. So if you have more experience like I'm having right now, then you can watch the calendar with the market, compare what kind of price action is happening and what kind of sudden change we have, like here, like many thousands of home sales difference. It made a big difference to the market, and we seen it in the price action. But I wouldn't come into the market to buy some contracts just because those data has been released. So I'm kind of comparing those two things and keep it rational. I hope this kind of behavior with data will help you getting some more experience with the market. Thank you for watching this. Hope you have a good trades.